Welcome to Socially Branded. I am Sandy. I want to thank you if you're on the replay. Thank you so much for joining, and I'm going to jump right in so that we respect each other's time. All right, so today I'm going to be teaching about planning your content. I'm teaching about this so that you're not overwhelmed, because this seems to be the biggest thing with entrepreneurs, is that we are overwhelmed with planning our content and then our message is not being seen or heard. And so I want to help you guys with a few steps to teaching you how to do this stuff. So how many times a week do you say, I have to post something, but I have no clue what to post? Yeah, confession, I used to do that a lot. And I used to do it even up until more recently, like up to a year ago even. You know, I did figure out and find out that you had to make the time to create your content. So that's why we do content day. If you follow me anywhere, I always say, hey, what's your content day? Because of that. But I did struggle, and when I made the time to create content, really helped me. But I was still like picking out of the air, like figuring out what the heck am I going to post on a daily basis. So I consume tons and tons of social media content. Now that is my job to do because I bring you the information, but you know, I do consume that. But along the line, someone said, create a theme. You guys, I was like, the light bulb just went on. If I have a theme, then I'm not constantly picking, hey, Kristen, not picking out of the air, like, what am I going to post today? What am I going to do today? You know, like as if I was a contestant on The Price is Right. Like, what's behind door number 4? Is the content that I can post today? Oh my gosh. So yeah, so that really made me think, oh my gosh, if I've got a theme, I've got content for the entire week. You guys can see this played out on the platforms that I post on. So you guys obviously see here on Facebook. If you go to my Instagram, LinkedIn, my Alexa Flash briefing, my emails, things like that, you're going to see all week long that I have content planned, okay? So today I am going to teach you the 4 steps to implement this strategy, okay? I want you guys to know that I am going to be having a workshop in February, and I will talk about that at the end of the broadcast. Okay, good morning, Jane. So I'll give you details then. I won't worry about it right now because we want to get in. All right, so we all know that the very first step to anything is commitment, right? Like you want to start a new diet, you got to commit to doing it, right? You want to start a road trip and you have to commit to doing it. You know, as entrepreneurs, the biggest thing that we struggle with is the fact that we want everything. We want all the knowledge, and then we've got all this knowledge, but hey, Wanda, what do we do with the knowledge? Well, we have got all the knowledge in the world. It is not going to do you any good until you commit to applying it, okay? So guess what step number 1 is? Commitment. I want you guys to commit to 1 day a week where you're going to do your content. It's called Content Day. I want you to commit about 3 hours, and I know that sounds like a lot of time. Eventually, you guys, it will hone down as you get better with the skill of content creation, right? So I would say let's start with 3 hours. It may not take you 3 hours. You might only need to post on 1 platform, but if you post on 2 or 3, then it might take you those 3 hours. And in step number 3, I will let you know why it takes you that long. All right, so I want you to commit to a certain day a week, 3 hours, and I want you to put it on the calendar, because if it's not on the calendar, it's not going to happen, right? And I want you guys to take it seriously. Don't take any other appointments during this time. This is your marketing time, right? And if you want your social media to work for you, you have to work at it, right? Okay, so step number 2 is the simple little thing. Choose your theme of the week. So if you use me for an example, this week, if you follow me on any of my platforms, guess what I'm going to be talking about? Content planning, because that's the theme of my week. If you guys, hey, if you do lashes, 3 ways to have plump, thick lashes. I need that, by the way. And if you are in real estate, 3 ways to save, money with having, I don't know, like something when you're flipping. Oh, getting rid of trash when you're flipping. I had a friend actually post about this. She is a realtor and she saves some ways on how you can save money when you're flipping homes. So if you have topics, guess what? Your topics turn into posts for each day of the week. Okay. All right. So like I said, if you follow me, you know, I will create this content, and then this content will be on my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my Instagram, my stories, you know, all of it. So you guys can do that. So picking that theme is really going to help you. So here comes step number 3. This is the most intense step. And this is why I say to set aside 3 hours. You are going to actually lay out your content calendar. Let's start with that first. The content calendar itself can be anything that you are comfortable with starting. Be open to changing that. I've done this. So I started with a huge desk calendar, you know, one of those big ones that sit on the desk. I have one back there. Oh, you can't see it, wrong side. Anyway, I started with that. But it didn't work for me. I had to be open to changing that. I didn't want to pay for a third-party app, but guess what? Y'all know I love Trello. Trello works for me. So, you know, I definitely wanted you guys to be open to that. But now this is why that I say to set aside the 3 hours, because at this point, you are laying out your content for the entire week with this theme that you've chosen. But what you need is your photo. What you need is your video, your graphic, whatever stop-worthy content you're going to be placing, you need to have that in place. And then you also need to have your captions. Now, your captions are what accompany your photo, your video, whatever it is you're going to post. And that is super important to have written out, especially if you post on more than one platform. You must not, I say must not, and this is like terrible for me to say, but honestly, you have to take the time to post your captions and make it worthy, you know, of that platform. So because I don't post the exact same post on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever, I need it all to be laid out so that I can see where I need to repurpose. And I don't do that, and this is where I'm getting with you guys is, you know, don't say Instagram, post this on Facebook, because hashtags will go over, and hashtags mean nothing on Facebook. So you really want to have the best user experience for your, hey Jen, for your platforms. So this is what helps me with Trello. I'm able to like lay it out. I can see it visually, and I can say, well, this post is going to be here on Monday. This is going to be here on Wednesday. And that's why content planning, you know, the actual step of laying it on your content calendar takes some time. And until you hone it and fine tune your system, you will be spending some time here. All right. So that's step number 3. Now, step number 4 is actually another simple step, and that is scheduling out your content. Now, this is great. You got to schedule out what you can. You can't schedule out everything unless you purchase a third-party app for all of the platforms that you're on. And you can do that. Eventually, those will be phased out, those third-party apps. But like Facebook makes it very simple for us to post on Instagram and on Facebook using Facebook Creator Studio on our desktops. You could use that third-party app. You can do like me. Let me show you. You know, I have tons of alarms set on my phone, tons of them. It gets a little annoying, even for me, but they're going off all day. You know, I have an alarm on there because I won't pay for the third-party apps. But what I will do is I have these alarms set, and I have the alarm set for the platforms that I don't post. I don't have a scheduler for it, an in-house scheduler, and I'll set it for that. I also set an alarm to make sure that my posts are posted, scheduled or not, and I also have the alarm for engagement. Super important, 3 alarms. So anyway, you could do those things. Now, those are the 4 steps. You're going to commit to a content day. You're going to choose a theme for the week. You're going to lay out all of your content, have it all done, and then you're going to schedule out what you can. So those are it. Those are the 4 steps to start with. Now, they're easy steps, but they are hard, and it is a system, a strategy that you have to get together and make sure that it works for you, okay? I talked about the having a class, and that class is happening. Reach out to me. It is a detailed class, exactly what's set out here. There's going to be a morning and an evening session. It is 5 weeks long. It's going to start the 2nd week of February. So if you're interested, reach out to me. And with that, the word of the day is commit. Commit to making it productive. You guys have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you on the socials. Bye.